Welcome back to Trails from Zero. Last time we returned from our investigation in America Village and yeah, dialogues changed, so once more we wander around to see what people have to say, what moves their lives. As a child I always dreamed of becoming a railway engineer, but one day I decided to stick to admiration instead. That's why I'm a train buff now. Pushing trains makes me feel good. As a child I always wanted to become a railway engineer, but if I had to pick now, I'd opt for simply being a station worker. I just received cargo from the Republic a few moments ago. To be delivered to a... For real? I'm gonna take this all the way to Mainz? I have to hurry up or else the sun will set on me. There sure are lots of interesting things going on in Crossbell, aren't there? It sure makes this old heart of mine start pumping with excitement. My, you're as excited as a child in a candy store. Do try to calm down a little, okay, dear? Were you just dropped off by an orbital car? To be perfectly honest, I'm jealous. I'm pretty sure that particular car was created by Republic's own company. And if I remember correctly, it's the most affordable model they currently sell. Man, orbital cars sure are cool. Oh hey, you're from that special something or another. Do your best, okay? You gotta give every day your all. Thanks, Mummy, we will. She still can't get our names quite right. I discovered this real bizarre antique shop in the back alley a while back. Weird trinkets and baubles lined the walls, and this creepy old lady seized me up suspiciously as I wandered in. Has that place always been there? We went into a little trouble with our inventory, but worry not, I adjusted everything with a chef. I can 100% guarantee that you will be met with all our usual flavors. Ah, how lovely. They say a fair amount of traders make their way to America to conduct business. Granted, with how scrumptious their vegetables are, I'm sure business goes rather well for them out there. Still, I have to tip my hat to all those merchants for willingly trekking out to the middle of nowhere. I would imagine there are more convenient options as far as lucrative business ventures are concerned. The manager and Brown have been friends forever. They're inseparable. They even decide on all the ins and outs of the restaurant's management together. Staying such close friends after all these years is honestly something I really admire. No, the entertainment district is out of the question. If trouble cropped up, we'd be suspected. Dazzling buildings, picturesque scenery? Nah, I couldn't give a hoot about anything like that. What I like are the kind of places that let you cut loose and live it up. Let's see, next up is the casino, and then we're spending the night at that fancy hotel. Where was the hotel located again? It should be nearby, right? Oh crap, I think I forgot where the hotel is. Come on, I have to remember. My husband has been acting strange for quite some time now. Perhaps he's just nervous. This is our first time abroad and all. Yeah, you forgot where the hotel is. This is bad for a tourist. Well, I guess you could ask for directions. If only I had a totally hunky man with his own orbital car. I could have him take me anywhere my heart desired. Aren't orbital cars like insanely expensive? I know the feeling, or I keep saying I find myself a guy loaded with mirror, but just saying that won't get me anywhere. My sister's a nurse at St. Ursula Medical College. Have you met her? Her name is Siron. My parents are forcing me to visit her later, but it's just such a hassle to go all the way over there. What a pain. She's a colossal scatterbrain, so my parents are constantly worrying about her. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Ooh. One of our customers frequently comes by to purchase high-quality black tea. I believe his name was Sergey. He's filled with interesting stories. We ended up chatting for nearly an hour today. Is this really what the chief is up to while we're doing all the work? Unforgivable. Sergey comes by here frequently to buy high-quality black tea. He's filled with interesting stories, and we ended up chatting for nearly an hour today. The manager's been lost in thought over something for a while now. Do you think he might be trying to plan out a new project? The most important part of managing a department store is never losing the customer's interest. Mr. Manager's favorite phrase. I can't wait to see how he plans to apply this to his next project. Quite a lot of time has passed already since we had the grand reopening. I suspect our customers will begin to lose interest in us before much longer. If only I had a few tricks up my sleeve. It seems like books are our top sellers once again. When a general goods store, and I see far more people coming to buy books than medicine or sundries. I've been receiving a lot of orders for new releases too. Looks like I have to increase the shelf space I allot for books. We sold all sorts of sundries, but most of our customers are here to purchase books. I suppose I should bring this up with a manager when I get the chance. So, vases here. Mom spends half her morning shopping, and half her afternoon, you guessed it, shopping. Okay, let's see. I bought all the ingredients I needed and checked out Parada's newest arrivals. What else? Yeah, this is Mom. I've been hearing a few rather unpleasant rumors regarding the Mafia. I'm just praying that no tourists get caught up in their petty actions. It's just a rumor, but apparently monsters have been running amok in mines. World sure is a crazy place, I tell you. Aren't there orbital lights set up to ward off monsters? Did they break? Monsters used to wreak havoc all the time until the orbital light was invented. Now they're a rare occurrence. Thinking back, the black market has me feeling down recently. Any piece of art owned by a wealthy person whose business crashed and burned ends up eventually going there. No matter how beautiful the art is, it ends up a part of a wicked underworld. How sickening. I wish the police would try to do something about it. The owner of his shop likes to dust off his silverware in his spare time. Not to mention he looks like he has a grand old time doing it. Isn't that kinda weird? The owner of the shop seems like a bit of a weirdo to me. Back when I first opened my store, I used to fly all over the continent to purchase designer goods. But now that I've established a supply route, I can simply order anything I need. It was fun back then though. I kind of miss it. You want a balloon too? Heck, I don't even mind if you aren't tourists. Everyone deserves a balloon. I'm planning to go visit my relatives on West Street today. It's a shame they don't have orbital buses running inside the city. I mean, how inconvenient is that? Given the size of Crossbell City, would it be nice if the buses actually ran routes throughout it? I was planning on buying a vacuum cleaner, but what's the difference between the red one and the white one? Right, suction power and something else, right? You guys are Wendy's friends, aren't you? Have you heard of our brand new augment cover replacement service? We've got all the latest 20 designs in stock, please check them out. Yikes, the manager's trying to handle customers. This won't end well. What is he thinking? He knows even less about augments than I do. Yeah, we can do new covers. I don't know why that is a gimmick in this game, but all it does is change this picture here in this menu. I don't think it does anything else, and it's super expensive. Oh well, I guess collectibles are collectibles, right? Our manager's at it again. He barely knows anything about orbital tech, but he still tries to show off for customers. I have to go help him out. I saw you up here. Erebonia's Reinford company made their name as a big weapons manufacturer. Actually, they operate as a massive conglomerate, with each of its divisions producing orbital goods. Their products tend to be durable and practical, much like the people of Erebonia themselves. If I let things keep going this way, my rivals are going to outpace me. Oh, what should I do? I need to think of a way to beat them. I'm just not the brightest lamp on the street, okay? What am I supposed to do? We got a lot of pretty young ladies working here. It might be hard entertaining customers all day, but the money is good. Some of them even ask to get their payment in advance. Man, everyone's a greedy ass. Really? We got a barker parked in front of our door? What a pain. We're an honest business with a license to operate. I hope that barker out there isn't doing anything to interfere with our business. The professions of our patrons aside, we're an upright establishment. The last thing we want is for our reputation to be stained. I've been seeing this dreamy looking young guy around the entertainment district. He has this cool, mysterious air about him. Not to mention that androgynous look of his could make any girl weak in the knee. He's always with some wealthy lady, so I haven't been able to make a move. You know, I wonder if he's a host. And visiting Madame Imelda. Quite the impressive piece came into my possession today. See, a gold earring engraved with the crest of a white falcon. And if my hunch is right, it's an heirloom of a royal Liberalian family. A dazzling, unparalleled gem pawned off by a debaucherous duke some years ago. Duke Dunan. A royal heirloom? Is it really alright for her to have something like that for sale? I'm not sure, but if she isn't cautious, it could turn into a diplomatic problem. I can't really weigh in on this one either, considering we have no proof of it even being the genuine article. You know, if you want to investigate it that badly, you can always buy it, dearies. Keep in mind that it cost you an arm and a leg. The craftsmanship is superb, and the gold you used is of the highest quality. I'd wager it's a little out of your price range, dearest. I hear the pay of a CPD is dreadfully low. Yeah, and there's not to offer for us here. Silver dolls. Sergey around here? Nope. Is he perhaps in his room? No. But I got something from... Not too shabby. A new decoration was added to Randy's room. When Lloyd finds decorations, he can give them to each of the members to display in their rooms. Yeah, off-screen I went to the casino and played a few rounds to get equipment for my people, and one of the other things that was offered in the casino was this dartboard. Oh, and a cat. You know, I might have something here that Copper would like. I'm sure it'll be okay giving this to him. Yeah, take a fish I fished. Received attack 1 quartz. Oh, you want us to have this? Thanks, Copper. We'll use it well. So yeah, you can from time to time give the cat fish or other stuff. One other option is there is a chance that during cooking you fail and get cat food. That is also something you can get. The croissants here are to die for. I made it a routine to grab one alongside a nice steamy espresso. Always hits the spot. An egg sandwich and a croissant. I think I'll buy some donuts too. They're the perfect afternoon snack. Oops, I might be going a little bit overboard. I do want that snack though. Do I go for the freshly baked goods or do I go for the limited time breads? Decisions. Which do I choose? Shoot, the delivery's late. We still don't have our ingredients. We'll have to use our stock more conservatively today. Can't risk running out of ingredients. I feel ashamed for not being better prepared. Here's to hoping they get delivered tomorrow. I hear you guys are collecting ingredients for Oscar, is that right? Oh, a bonus quest, yeah, for the other quest. So unfair. What's wrong? I'm trying to create a new kind of bread for the bakery too. Why is Oscar the only one who gets this special support treatment? Is she alright? She seems upset over, well, I'm not sure. Well, if you ask me, it sounds like she's a big rival of our buddy Oscar over there. Maybe she's worked up over us giving the competition a hand with his request? Jeez, so that falls on us? Hold on, is this about... Excuse me, we heard about the delayed delivery. Did you need some help with that? We'd be more than happy to bring you some ingredients too if you'd like. Really? Then... 2 monster eggs, please. Try to hurry, okay? I need to finish this bread before Oscar beats me to the punch. Of course, we'll do our best to help. Lloyd weaves his way out of that minefield like a damn natural. He can be surprisingly smooth, can't he? Is something up, guys? Nothing at all. Oh, it's you guys. Did you get the ingredients? Excuse me, here are the ingredients you requested. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I can finally take down Oscar once and for all. I figured we would lend her a hand, but with how rough of a time she was having, but... Did we really do the right thing here? It'll be fine. Competition will just make them better bakers in the long run. Thanks for everything today, you're a lifesaver. I'll be sure to outdo Oscar with my latest creation. Good luck with your training, Bennett. I know you can do it. But I don't think I have what I need to turn in Oscar's quest yet. Yeah, I'm missing the fish fillet. Oh, come on. But I still have monster eggs, right? 14, yeah, more than enough. Rio better not be thinking about keeping it. I told him this is a one-time deal. He better not have forgotten. There are 5 different fashion magazines you can read in Crossbell. We have 3 of them in Crossbell, while the other 2 are from the Empire and the Republic respectively. I read through all of them as much as I can. After all, it's my goal to become a model when I grow up. It only makes sense that I'd start by studying fashion magazines every day. Oh, a cat here? Hey, it's the special support section. It's been a while since we last saw you guys. About a week, I think. So what's up? Actually, what's the deal with the kitten? It looks fairly young. Maybe it's about 6 months old, if I were to guess. Are you her owners? No, we found her roaming around West Street all alone. We think she might be lost. She was pretty weak, but we made sure to give her a ton of food. And look, she's as good as new. Aren't we amazing? But, wait a minute, why don't we just ask them to help us out, Ryu? Huh? Them? You know, we can't do it ourselves. What's this all about? Actually, there's a request we'd like to make. Mind hearing us out? The special support section listened to Ryu and Anri's story about finding the kitten. And then? To summarize, we would like for us to find her true owner. Please do. She was wearing a collar when we first found her. We took it off because it looked like she was suffering when we first found her, but it should mean that she has an owner. Yeah, she doesn't really seem to like us all that much either, probably because she has no idea who we are. I'd imagine her real owners are worried sick by now. Ready, everyone? Search for the kitten's owner. I really wanted to keep her though. Anri's parents won't let him keep a pet, and neither will my dad. That's why I'm begging you guys to help us out. Ria's dad is really strict, so we need to be thorough when we clean up after her. Thanks, you guys. I'll leave a little one to you then. So that was what the father was grumbling about up on the whatever floor it is, on the entrance. Cecile is so busy with work that she can't even visit us on weekends. I wish she would though. It's not like she has a husband to keep her busy. Don't be too hard on her, Auntie Late. Cecile's already got enough on her plate to worry about. Oh yes, I'm well aware. That doesn't change the fact that I'd like to see her every once in a while. She should at least come home and enjoy the occasional meal with us. Work, work, work. That's all Cecile ever thinks about. It would be nice for her to come and visit us during the weekends. Okay, let's return to where we ended up. Where we stopped talking. If you guys heard about this, there's apparently an enormous ancient ruin along the Ursula Road. It's a tower that dates all the way back to the Middle Ages, supposedly. Oh, what I wouldn't give to snap some pictures of it. Oh, for ideas' sake. My husband's bad habits have resurfaced. How am I even supposed to cook like this? Looks like we'll be eating out again. Wait a sec, this table isn't aligned with the center of a room. No, this won't do at all. I've got to go and take measurements. The table's position was bothering me, so I moved it a bit. Yeah. Hey, did you know that they opened up a theme park at Michelin? The IBC financed and developed the whole thing themselves. I heard that they pulled out all the stops by using all the latest technology to build the thing. I'd like to see it for myself at least once. I actually designed some of the hotels there, but I haven't had a chance to go to the theme park itself just yet. It will be pretty interesting to see how they work. Wife's not around? I'm very strict when it comes to throwing out the trash. Please take care when separating out your recyclables. It's a shame that Sydney's disposal only does the bare minimum. I get peeved when I see them toss everything together, especially after taking such pains to organize it all. What a bunch of jerks. Still no idea who lives there. I wish I could have a little kitten. I tried greeting Momo when I came in, but the poor thing looked so uncomfortable, and then she just up and ran away. What a shy girl she is. Ah, this is the wife of Kendall I was just talking about. I feel for her though. I was the same way when I was a kid. That's why I think I just can't help myself from trying to reach out to her. I haven't seen Rio and Anri around these parts lately. Where have they been? It's rare to not see them playing out front. If I recall correctly, Rio lives in the Pelham apartments. I wonder if he's come down with a flu. No, he found a kitten. And was having some trouble with finding its true owner. I went to go check out a shop over in Central Square, and apparently someone moved into that old building over there. I must have completely missed that happening. I wonder how long it's been occupied. I didn't notice anyone move in at all. You think she's talking about the special support section building? Yeah, we've still got a long way to go before we're a household name. I can't seem to keep up with the rapid change in that area. Sorting through documents is just another thing I need to learn to become a lawyer. If there's something I don't understand, I can always turn to Mr. Grimwood to explain it to me. I really owe him a lot. Oh, I wish he would keep things as organized as I left them. Despite being super busy, Mr. Grimwood still finds the time to help me with my studies. I'll be forever grateful for him agreeing to be my teacher. I primarily take jobs from clients that operate in Crossbell City, but I've been picking up some cases from other parts of the state these days. The number of traders conducting their business in America and mines has increased dramatically, perhaps due to the recent market growth. By the same token, my trips outside the city have increased as well. Since I prefer a more hands-on approach to my work, I always make sure to inspect the places related to the cases I take. By the same token, my trips outside the city have increased as well. Alright. I have cooking classes at Sophia's house tomorrow. Sophia's an incredible cook, so I go over there sometime to learn a thing or two from her. I have to hurry up and finish with short so I can get ready to head over. I wish Felix would stop fooling around and get his butt over to help me out. And who is Felix? Does she mean Ferric here? I went over to Times and bought myself 2 colossal textbooks. One about politics and the other about economics. I need to learn all about those if I ever want to move up the societal leaderboard. I should look for party manners for dummies while I'm at it. I'm going to be readier than ever next time. Having to participate in high society is no easy task, let me tell you. And you study a ton, otherwise I have no clue what the heck anyone's talking about. I think I sorted through everyone's old clothes today. That way the kids won't be scrambling for clothes when the season changes. You're all acquaintances of my husband, correct? I'm Harold's wife, Sophia Hayworth. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, hello everyone. I didn't know you'd be visiting. Oh, sorry Harold. Are we interrupting anything? Oh no, not at all. But anyway, how are you all doing? Are you feeling tired at all? Please, feel free to stick around and rest as long as you need. You'll have to forgive me for not being able to offer you much as a host, though. No need to be shy. Thanks to my line of work, I'm quite accustomed to hosting guests. I can feel it. Papa's home. It's because I heard Papa's car pull up. Papa should be coming upstairs any second now. I think I'd jump up and surprise him. Still nothing at the Campbell residence. I've noticed our neighbor's daughter wandering outside of her home by herself quite often recently. Who knows how far those tiny feet of hers are taking her? It's dangerous for kids to wander the city alone. You can never be too careful, you hear? Yeah, we figured that out just now in the quest. Oh, I remember you all. You came to our house with Sunita earlier, right? Are you all acquainted with my husband, perhaps? Can't you join me for some tea? Thanks, but we'll have to pass this time. I hope you continue to take good care of Marie for us. Marie? Who's that? Last time I checked, no one by that name lives here. I have no idea who you're referring to. The new cat. This one here. Marie, look this way. Thank you for your help today. That's all I have to say. I promise to look well after Marie. I have you. No, I'm not playing around. Sonita is completely devoted to caring for that little kitten of ours. You'd think she would have asked me if we could keep the kitten if she's loved her so much. Well, considering how Sonita usually acts, she was probably too worried I'd refuse. At any rate, I thank you. My Sonita seems to have caused you all a bit of trouble. The residential district is situated in the... If you continue along this road, you can leave Crossbell City via the northern gate. You'll come across a mountain path that will take you to Crossbell Cathedral and the Mines Mining Village. The Mining Village Mines, whatever. Hey there, wanna play? Thanks for coming to Barker Casino. No thank you, I've played more than enough. Damn it all. This is the last time I let that chick walk all over me. Next time we play, I swear I crush her into the dirt. Working here, I've come to learn life's most bittersweet trap. You see, just when you think you figured out how fate will unfold, that's when it pulls a rug right from out under you. Everything is a gamble in the end, so be sure to stay on your toes. Miss Rita Rosa is one of our regulars that visits from the Republic once a week. She's one hell of a gambler. I'm already tired of playing at the card table. Perhaps I request Mr. Drake to do me the honor of being my opponent. I heard he was a famous gambler in his younger years. Not only that, but he was also involved in the mafia. I may be slightly interested to hear more. Galetti and Elinda are both incredible gamblers. Let me tell you, if I went at you seriously, you'd lose all your money easily. But you know what? I actually heard that the owner is way better than both of them. I want to see that with my own eyes someday. I guess the owner doesn't gamble these days. Kinda disappointing, don't you think? I've been parading around these streets for 50 years. Compared to me, you're still just a baby sucking from his mother's teat, Randy. Yeah, you got me there, Grams. I've only been around these parts for a year and a half at most. Is it truly worth competing over something this shameless, Randy? A high-ranking government official has reserved our VIP room for tonight. We'll be treating him and all of his guests to the finest service our casino has to offer. Again, man, haven't you been getting way too many of those lately? Well, we've been seeing more patrons, so I can't complain. You better not come barging in here around bedtime, you hear me, Randy? Yeah, you know I want nothing to do with those jackasses anyway. With such distinguished clientele, we need to provide them the utter best entertainment. You guys hear Hotel Millennium changed management a couple years ago? Yeah, apparently they took all the luxury and opulence it was known for before and cranked that up to 11. I think I'll stay in one of their premium suites for a night when I go from rags to riches. Just stocked up on some ice cream from the stall down that way. The girl there is really cute. I'd get her a job here if she ever went out of business. Ice cream, get your ice cream. Oh boy, I'm super thirsty. Are there any juice stalls around here? Man, if there only was a juice stall out here, I'd love to trade them some ice cream. Lady Ilya, Lady Ilya! I now have in my possession photos of her in street clothes, her stage dresses, and the gown she wears in her dressing room. All I need now is one of her in her current practice outfit. I just gotta find my chance to snap the pig, and then my collection's golden. Sweet, merciful adios, Lady Ilya in her practice attire. All I need now are some great angles of her new stage dress. Gotta find an opportunity to snap some fantastic photos of her. Damn, I sure wish I owned an orbital camera right about now. Something like that is way too pricey for a poor student like myself. We can't go in. We are proud to say that we make the most profit out of any business in the entertainment district, and it's all thanks to our wonderful patrons. However, because of this, we have a fair few business rivals. Complacency is not an option. We are sure to get a massive edge over our competitors once we get the reservation service up and running. Leticia hired all of our current staff members when she became manager a couple years ago. Though we do have some unique personalities among our staff, they are all extremely skilled at what they do. No one. No one. It's almost time for patrons on the sightseeing tour to return. I best prepare myself to welcome them back. The government provides many incentives to encourage the tourism industry to flourish. Tourism and trade are Crossbell's key industry that help drive the economy. I'm honored to be a part of it. Crossbell has many laws in place that help fuel the tourism industry. As someone who works in the industry, I'm very thankful. As one of the city's patrol officers, I chose to this area as my assignment. Is that grammatically correct? Is that correct? It may look like a dull place to watch, but a lot of detectives come through here. Since I'm aiming to earn my detective license, don't you think studying them is a perfect reference? If I work here, I can start to understand how detectives think and act. Man, detectives are just the coolest. Good afternoon, everyone. Did anything interesting happen while you were investigating America? No, nothing yet. We haven't learned anything more than what the CGF already noted down in the report. Ah, what a shame. Oh yeah, I forgot that the CGF conducted their own investigation. I wonder if Noi was out in the field? Fran loves to boast about her oldest sister in the CGF. In fact, after hearing about her day in, day out, I feel like I know her just as well. Now come on, Rebecca, don't tease me like that. I only have so much to say because my sister hardly ever contacts me herself. That's all it is. It's not like I'm feeling lonely or anything like that. Nope, sorry. I can't say I ever feel good going to headquarters, but being around these lovely ladies always brightens my day. I'm beginning to understand why these two were appointed as receptionists. Let's just erase that last conversation from our memories. I'm a member of a force too, guys. It's not professional of me to spend so long talking about personal matters while I'm on the clock. Oh, no way. What are you up to these days? Hi guys, it's Crime Prevention Week at headquarters. I'd like to remind you all to double check your doors and windows before leaving your home. The first key to prevention is being prepared. Crime Prevention Week. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Well, I can say I'm surprised the news hasn't gotten out about it. It would be nice if the high-ups allocated a larger budget towards spreading awareness. We'd like to remind all Crossbellans to lock all their doors and windows to keep themselves safe. Well, the rookies' patrol rules are finally settled down at least. What about you, though, Officer Kate? A veteran like you should go to a district with weaker support. Officer, please. Spare me the veteran title. It makes me sound so old. Sorry about that, ma'am. Well, Officer Kate, how do you feel about these assignments? Let me take a look. There's been more orbital vehicles on the road, so I think I'll go to Central Square. I'm a veteran after all. Right. We leave that area to you then. She just said she doesn't want to be called that, and then she says it herself. Oh, what do we have here? This dude's wife is smoking hot. I suddenly feel more motivated to do some investigating. He sounds just like you, Randy. Excuse me? Isn't everyone like that? A bit of eye candy is really all you need to perk back up when you're in a slump. Oh, you guys here to look through these files for your investigations too? I gotta say, there are some real hidden gems if you look hard enough. A certain gorgeous married woman springs to mind. It's come to my understanding that the last month's incident involved a Diet member. Guess it's no surprise that the top brass is acting all wishy-washy about the whole thing. All they need to know is it involves a politician, and that's it. Another CBD special. Why not arrest the politician? Well, it's not that simple. They haven't stopped us outright, but they've been pressuring us to drop it in more roundabout ways, so we gotta tread lightly with the investigation. It won't be much longer until we need to put together the draft of the next budget. And I'm sure once again the Diet members will be clawing at our doors in order to make sure the budget benefits them. I got a killer headache already. I was an ambitious young man filled with hopes and dreams when I got hired at City Hall. It only took a couple years for the cold, cruel reality of a government job to kick in. My shop is a big hit with the tourists. When you're tired of walking around all day and sightseeing, nothing packs you up like a nice glass of juice. I'm so glad I chose a juice stand to start out. It's been about 50 years since the old building was constructed. It was designed by the hands of a famous architect J. Kendall. Its majesty and refined air perfectly represent Crossbell as a whole. So this is probably not the Kendall we have here in the Western District, but his was it father, grandfather, something like that? I think he mentioned something in a previous conversation. Welcome to Crossbell City Hall. If you're here to inquire about the hours of operation for our Orbital bus services, then you've come to the right place. The service itself is under the jurisdiction of a transportation division, though. I appreciate the Crossbell government's been putting more effort into expanding the Orbital bus service in recent years. I wish the politicians had better intentions behind their actions, though they are only making these efforts in order to garner popularity. Can't complain though, it's not like the bus line isn't a valuable part of our lives. Okay, and the library. Any individual can check out up to 3 books at a time. That's the most we can keep up with, unfortunately given how understaffed we are. I think the locals would find it easier if they could borrow up to 5 books though. Our library is just a bit too understaffed, unfortunately. I wish we could do something to make our patrons' lives a bit easier. One day. There's hardly anyone knowledgeable about Crossbell's rich history. Sure, someone might be able to tell you history about the last 50 years, but go back 200, no, even 100 years and there's sich. Nada. I'm so curious as to how Crossbell evolved into what it is today. I'm honestly shocked that no one else seems fascinated by it. Yeah, this was what the main quest was mentioning was the Saint and the White Wolf. Read first volume. So it's even incomplete, even if you wanted to read it. All this up here was reference material. You're looking for a fairy tale about the White Wolf? I remember seeing it over on the first floor in the children's reading section. I imagine you have luck finding it in that area. It's a relief that the library carries so many children's books, and yet I noticed that it gets so few visitors. I wonder why that is. Mom, what happens next? Huh, maybe we should read it. Could be interesting. Even if it's incomplete. So, The Saint and the White Wolf. Long, long ago, in an era when mankind was divided by conflict into East and West, there lived a very kind girl in a certain town. The girl ardently treated those wounded in battle and ravaged by disease, gaining the admiration of everyone in town, except for the ruling lord, who cared little for the girl who nursed even enemy mercenaries back to health. One day, the lord summoned a guardian knight. Have that pesky maiden slaughtered. The lord had enough. He wanted the girl eliminated. The girl lived alone in a house on a cliff above the sea. Knowing this, the guardian knight headed towards the house to carry out the deed. His plan was to attack her from behind after it had gotten dark. No one would suspect a thing. He hid in the forest near the house and waited. That night, the girl emerged from her house to draw water from the well. As the knight left his hiding spot, he heard a howl. A white wolf had appeared before him. The white wolf stared at the knight with red eyes. It was as if it was there to protect the girl. The knight promptly tried to escape, but his feet slipped. He then tumbled down the cliff. When he came to, he found himself on a simple bed. Idly looking around, he saw the girl standing there in the kitchen. Noticing the bandages carefully wrapped around his body, he realized that the girl had saved him. "I'm relieved you woke up," the girl said, serving the knight a bowl of warm soup. Receiving such kindness from someone he tried to kill caused the knight to feel deeply ashamed. He came clean and told the girl his lord had commanded him to kill her. The girl was a little surprised when she heard that, but soon smiled as though unfazed. "Even still, I cannot just look away when a life granted by the goddess is in danger." The knight was moved by these words. For her to be so kind towards someone who might have killed her, she must be a daughter of a goddess, and he would have gone through with it if not for that white wolf. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He decided the white wolf must be a servant of a goddess ordered to protect the girl. A few days later, when his body was fully healed, he thanked the girl, and it was now time to go back. He began to consider how he might convince his lord to change his mind. The girl joined him on his way to town to check up on her other patients. The knight pondered more. He asked the opinion of the girl. She did not seem to care about being disliked by people. As they approached the town, they noticed the town was dyed red like a sunset, but it was still noon. Finding it strange, the girl and knight ventured forth to find out what was happening. What they found sent horrifying gasps from their mouths. The town was dyed red, not by the setting sun, but by the flames of war. Yeah. Okay. As I said, nice story. Beautiful even, but incomplete. If you're looking for Grace, she's not here right now. She left the office earlier today with a mischievous grin on her face. I'm guessing she's on the hunt for her latest scoop. Now that Grace is out of town, our editing session went a lot quicker than it usually does. It's pretty normal for her to go full throttle during our sessions, so they usually end up evolving into heated arguments. Well, she can write one hell of an interesting article, so I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Oh yeah, Grace is out on a job this week, if you were looking for her. I gotta say, it's actually pretty quiet without her around. I might even admit I'm a bit lonely. Oh, what's up? Are you here to see Grace? She's off on a business trip, unfortunately. Given the time of the day, she's probably out snapping photos of Heimdall, I'd guess. Bold new company sponsored by the IBC. I've definitely got a good feeling about this article. Oh wait, an interview with the CEO of the IBC would really bring this article together. What's with all the people exercising their park these days? Probably just a trendy thing to do. Maybe I should give it a try. Judge my noodles not by the stall they're served from, but but by their quality. I wake up at the crack of dawn to prepare the noodles and let them rest. Once they're ready, I'll bring them here and boil them. Try as they might, no other stove will ever come close to the ones I've got here. Huh? Where's this company supposed to be? I've never delivered anything to them before. The addresses of these newly constructed buildings make absolutely no sense. Wait, so Lean's here too? I guess none of us can take things easy with casting announcement being made next week. Oh man, only 1 week until the announcement. The stress is killing me. So, Nikolai's been doing his running here. Well, I'm not going to let him get an edge over me. Especially if Arisha has already... I can't fall behind. It's been about 10 years since I was first assigned to work for the IBC's security department. Around the time this building was finished, I think. Yeah, that was a pretty busy year for me. I just taken up a new post, only to be reassigned to the IBC's main building. Oh yeah, there was a mayoral election that year too, wasn't there? Those only come around once every 5 years. Man, that was a hectic and stressful year for my little rookie self. We like to boast about how this building is the safest place on the entire continent. Modern buildings require modern security, and we don't hold back. Our security system utilizes the latest in orbital engineering advances. Not to mention our security department is full of trained professionals. It doesn't matter if you're the greatest criminal in the world, this establishment is impenetrable. All you have to worry about is locking down those business deals. You can count on us to take care of the rest. Even though it's theoretically possible, its operational capacity can't keep up. It still suffers from limitations despite using the Epstein Foundation's most top-of-the-line equipment. They're discussing something far beyond my comprehension. To be fair, the Chief is the most knowledgeable specialist in all of Crossbell. It would be more surprising if you were able to follow along. I see. It requires more research, I take it. Crossbell has managed to remain prosperous through its entire history by engaging in trade and exchanging septium. However, their older methods are no longer valid with the rise of orbital technology. The age of financial investment has begun. Don't waste my time with any small deals. There have apparently been monsters popping up all over the place. Our department managed to receive some of the reports on it. I heard that an intern at St. Ursula was attacked. That's some scary stuff, man. I feel for them. Even though Crossbell's made some crazy technological advancements, we still suffer damage from occasional monster attacks. As employees of a security firm, it's our duty to safeguard this building from any that might harm it. I'm thinking of buying a rather expensive gift for my grandchild's birthday. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I got the full amount. I'm here to make a deposit. The IBC's investment yields the best interest rates, so most cross-balance bank with them. Click, 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 click. Hello, my dear customers. Are you here to open an account? You can use your IBC accounts to withdraw Mirror at any of our branches across the continent. They also work at any of our apartment banks. Pretty convenient, huh? So what do you say? Shall we get one started? Our reception desk can provide you with any information you need about the operations taking place here. Our building is actually home to 20 different companies. please refer to this desk if any of them are expecting you. Okay, let's finish there. Oh, it appears you've managed to exchange 30 of each septive type. Just one moment, please. Hello, this is the reception desk. I'd like to convert 30 of each type of septive into Mira, please. Right. Okay, I see. Yes, understood. I confirmed the transaction with our employees at the exchange terminal. There was an incident where an employee confused Earth septive and Space septive, but we were thankfully able to clear that up. Here's hoping things will run smoothly from now on. I'm guessing they've got a bit more hands-on experience now. I'm glad we are able to be of service to you. Of course, you've been an immense help. It's not much, but please take this as a token of our appreciation. Hero Balm, Reviving Balm, EP charges. A rather generous reward. But that's not all. You can keep using the VIP card I gave you earlier. You're our special guest, so you may continue to use our exchange service as you please. Please consider it as another token of our thanks. Are you sure about it? Isn't this too much? Ain't this supposed to be a serviceman for IBC members only? You're telling me we're getting these awesome perks all thanks to Mademoiselle here? I highly doubt that's the reason why. You're not giving us special treatment because of me, right, Lanfei? Of course not. Please visit again if there's anything I can assist you with in the future. Right, I forget something. The harbor. I heard there's all sorts of fun to be had over at Michelin. I can hardly wait. Wow, this boat is huge! I've never been on a boat before. I'm taking my daughter to Michelin. It'll be our first time riding in one of these cruise ships, so we're pretty excited. I missed the last trip because I was too busy eating my lunch, but it looks like the next one's coming way sooner than I thought. Maybe I didn't really need to hurry after all. To all passengers traveling to Michelin, the ship will depart in 5 minutes. We thank you for your patience. This is the ship that takes you to Michelin? I knew the resort was popular, but it's clearly even more extravagant than I expected. Well, yeah, extravagance is what Michelin's all about. It's got a theme park, ritzy shops, and all kinds of other fun spots to check out. Wait, you're telling me you've never been, Lloyd? Nope, can't say I have. They built the place while I was living abroad. We'll have to introduce you to it sometime, but for now we ought to get back to work. So that's the damn cruise ship, huh? That blasted thing is getting right in the way of my fishing. Why, I ought to... Damn it, how am I supposed to fish like this? Apropos fishing, there's a fishing spot here. A fishing spot right here in the city. Don't mind if I do. Pearl glass. Eel? An American carp? And another eel. Enough for now. I'm freaking starved. Think I'll hit up Long Lao for some grab. Those fancy orbital vehicles have become more popular in the last few years. Not only that, but we're beginning to use them to deliver goods from Calvert. They're definitely more convenient for small deliveries when trains are, that's for sure. You kids better watch both sides of the street for cars too. Why doesn't really want to own a store at all? He told me he's charging his life batteries right now. As he hasn't come home for a while now. Geez, what is he doing? Zarina's been worried out of her mind about him. My little brother's been living downtown for way too long now, so I've decided to take time off of work to bring him back myself. And even though it's entirely just a personal family issue, my boss told me this would be all treated as a paid vacation. He's a kind man. Alright then, I think I'll try paying the downtown district a little visit tomorrow. I think I'll pay the downtown district a little visit tomorrow. I'll bring Azel back no matter what. My neighbor Zarina works hard to provide for her family by herself. She's so responsible for a girl so young. I really have no idea how she does it. As for Fran, now that she has a stable job with the CBD, I think she's at the age where she might want to consider moving out on her own. Then again, that girl tends to get a little lonely all too easily. Fran may not let it show, but she actually gets lonely fairly easily. I should try to get her to become a little more independent, like Zarina is. Ah, this is Estelle's rack. Strager sneakers and the bow stuff. How am I supposed to take an afternoon nap with all that racket out on the street? I've noticed the walls were thin when I first moved in here, but now I'm convinced they're a little more than a sheet of paper. The Crossbell Guardian Force has been making some impressive moves as of late. Their commander may be a real scumbag, but they've got a capable deputy commander. I think we'll just sit back and observe for a while. See where this all takes us, you know? Arias is out on a little trip to Calvert right now. With that hair, he may look like he just stepped off a runway, but that man is a workaholic to the core. He needs to learn to relax and take a break. I'm so happy to see you again, Theo. Gosh, you're such a cutie, I can never get enough of you. Can I hug you, please? Help. Aeolia's mind totally breaks whenever she sees Theo. Man, a smoking hot foreign girl like her is totally my type. But it seems she only got eyes for you, Theodot. Not much I can do, so I let you have this one. What am I supposed to do? Come here, Theo, I'm going to give you a big hug. She's really drowning her in affection. What am I supposed to do? Hey, Rugis, how are you doing? We're doing good, thanks for asking. It's pretty rare to run into you here. I'm guessing you don't have to go outside the city for work today? Yep, just got back yesterday. I complained to Mikkel about all the out-of-town jobs he's been sending us on lately, so I think I'll be spared for a little bit at least. Sounds like your bracers end up running around everywhere even more than us. Hey Theo, sorry about Aeolia always going bonkers around you. I do not particularly mind, however, I still do not understand the reason behind it. I hear you, I'm a partner, yet I can't figure out what she's thinking half the time. If I were you, I'd just abandon hope and resign to being her plaything. I'm sure there's a different solution to this. I heard about it from Kopan. Man, I'm so pumped that we got ourselves another new member. You'd better tell us whenever you make some great catches, okay? We'll be looking forward to hearing all about it. Congrats. Looks like you've finally become a member of our fine guild. Man, Kopan sure snatched you up quick. I was going to personally invite you myself. Oh, you were? Wait, what? When the hell did I join the Fisherman's Guild? I mean, sure, I did accept that fishing rod earlier. Don't sweat the details, kid. You're already our comrade in rods. I don't think I'm getting out of this one. Still, it looks like we all share a love for fishing. It would be nice to have some people to talk to about it. Hey there, Lloyd. Are you aware of a rank certification exam? Our guild grants the ranks that correspond to how skilled of an angler you are. If you become an ace angler, I bet you'd be legendary in Crossbell. Anyway, kid, if there's anything you don't get, feel free to ask me. I'll give you a thorough explanation. The Fisherman's Guild is a prestigious organization created in order to spread the culture and greatness of fishing. Due to our strong sense of purpose and calling, our guild established a rank certification exam. Anyway, kid, if there's anything you don't get, feel free to ask me. I'll give you a thorough explanation. Okay? First, let me explain. The Fisherman's Guild seeks to spread fishing enthusiasm and improve a craft via the rank certification exam. With each promotion and rank you achieve, we'll award you with different titles and prizes. You just joined the guild, so your current rank is Amateur Fisher, Lloyd. Your conditions for ranking up are to catch at least 4 unique kinds of fish. Oh, what's this now? You've already managed to catch 4 unique kinds of fish? Sure, just fork over that fishing notebook of yours for a second so I can check it out. Ask me to check your rank again anytime and I give you your much-deserved promotion. Wow, Lloyd, managed to catch yourself some real beauts. Good work, kid. Starting today, you are now a hobbyist fisher. And receive a straw hat as a prize. This thing's my prized straw hat, you see? Best kind of hat there is to wear when it comes to fishing. Keep this hat snug on that head of yours as you work toward your next big catch, Lloyd. Thank you, sir. I know this is a must-have piece of fishing gear. I'll wear it with pride. You still have a long way to go, but the boys and I thought we'd prepare this nice prize for you to celebrate ranking up to hobbyist fisher. But more importantly, I think you're ready to hear the next challenge you need to tackle to rank up. Your conditions for ranking up is to catch 8 unique kinds of fish. Plan out a strategy and back yourself some big ones. Kopan. Ah, did you guys return by bus too? Guess we went on the same bus, though. Ah, whatever. I already let the branch manager know the news. Everyone's downstairs, so feel free to head that way yourself if you need anything. Wouldn't hurt to ask about the rank certification exam, you know? Just did that. Howdy there, folks. I'm here pretty often, so don't be afraid to come to me if you've got any questions. And if you're looking for some hot tips, I might even let you in on my favorite fishing spots. A straw hat for Teal. Any resident of East Street can find all the life's necessities here with ease. If you go down the street a bit, you find all kinds of vendors. And if you're looking for special items, you can put in a request. To be honest, this is probably the most convenient street to live on in this street city. I don't have anything new. It's nice to see you again, but oh wait, you look exhausted. What happened? Don't worry about us, we're fine. Right, we managed to survive. Had we not taken that break though. Thank you for the lemonade, Mrs. Parler. It definitely came in handy. Well, if you get tired again, just let me know. I gladly treat you to another tall glass of my famous lemonade. I must leave for tonight's meeting. I have to organize the general meeting and submit our financial statements. The anniversary festival is nearing, so I also need to get in touch with the mayor soon. Yeah, I figured you'd be really busy, Chairman Morse. Of course, I may be old, work still keeps me busy every day. Look who decided to stop by. Did you bring me some more fresh fish? You guys managed to fish these up yourself? They're in pretty good condition. I could probably sell these. How about it? Wanna let me take those fish off your hands? Remember, fish indigenous to Crossbell are popular, so I'll give you a nice reward if you bring me some. Fish indigenous to Crossbell have been a hot ticket item, so it's always difficult to find suppliers. Looks like you guys managed to find some high quality fish. Would you mind selling them to me? I'll even throw in a little reward. And we get Seppel for this stuff here. The marketplace is sure useful for talking to various store owners. Some of the ladies here taught me a simple and useful way to prepare fish when running low on time. Welcome folks, we got our finest produce available today. Not to brag or anything, but I haven't taken a single day of vacation ever since I set up this store. Can't leave our valuable customers waiting after all. Welcome everyone. While we may not be open 24 hours a day, we are open 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Recipes. We're missing beast flesh. Now, beast flesh is probably only available from wild beasts, so that's a no right now. That's the only recipe where we haven't turned in at the G zone. I can't tell if Dins is even interested in running a serious business. I've seen him go around handing out unsold vegetables for free around the neighborhood. He can be way too nice for his own good at times. Dins is so sincere that it ends up making him naive. We've known each other ever since we were kids, so it's hard not to worry about him. I'm pretty sure it's cheapest to buy from Dins fresh and bulk right now. On the other hand, the key to vegetables is to keep them fresh, so maybe I should only buy a few of them. I'll think on it while I check out some other stores. It's actually pretty hard to buy stuff at the cheapest prices, huh? I've been having some pretty steady sales lately. I'm sure glad people are enjoying my works. Hey, I may have cut the heck out of my hands making all this stuff, but it sure was worth it. One of my good bots drives a delivery route through the Empire. The Imperial border sounds like a pain in the ass to get through, though. Apparently the procedures necessary for entering Orbonia are really strict. Makes sense, I guess. They're a huge militarized country. I just graduated from Sunday school earlier this year. I'd been thinking about what I should do, but I decided I should help with a business. I mean, look at Daddy, he's got a mean face, and he's always glaring at customers. I doubt I could leave him to run things alone. The tavern would go belly up if I left it all to Daddy, so I'm going to help out here as much as I can. There's still some stuff I gotta get used to, but I'm sure everything will work out if I keep on smiling. Oh, the fudge pack, don't eat that steamed bun, it's mine! Well then, maybe you should lay off the dumplings. All that garlic in them is gonna give you some serious stinky breath. Man, Shanshan's so cute, she might just be the perfect waitress. Enough about her, more importantly... She may only be helping out, but even Shanshan's managing to work for a business. There's no way we can do it, too. Chief, what are you doing here? Oh, hey guys, fancy seeing you here. How's the investigation? Coming along smoothly? I suppose you could say that, yes. We're planning to head to St. Ursula Medical College next. Huh, glad to see you're all working hard. Well, good luck with that. Looking forward to hearing your report later. Come on, Shanshan, you're standing in the way. The grub here is pretty good. If you haven't had any lunch yet, I'd recommend getting something while you're here. Actually, we did already eat. That's our chief for you, just living life at his own pace. Huh, the customer really gets it. Our master's from Eastern Quarter, so our char sui pork is the best you'll find in Western Lemuria. Shanshan's just one step-on girl. I told her many times before to not bother helping me around the store, and yet... Never mind, did you want to order something? Go do it over there. Okay, we finished eating. It's time for us to go and buy what we came for. Yay, can't wait. You sure love Michi, don't you? I do believe it's been about 20 years since the Crossbell station was built. I remember there being a gigantic celebration to usher it in. These days we even have an airport. Life sure is much more convenient now. Apparently a young lady moved into one of the apartments by herself. Who knows, maybe she doesn't have any relatives like myself. This week's stock prices, huh? I know it's pathetic of me, but I still indulge in the occasional business magazine. Can't seem to shake some of the habits I had from my days as a trader. I may have hit rock bottom, but I still find myself buying business magazines. I know it's pathetic clinging to the past like that. But I just can't help myself. This reference book is ruthless. How hard can this thing get? I want to buy a book that's easier to understand, but I'm strapped for Mira. What am I going to do? This month is looking tight. It's difficult being a student like myself. I don't get any free time, and my only source of income is my allowance. What am I going to do? This month is looking tight. Daddy's at work every day. He works in construction, so he leaves early in the morning. But when he gets home at night, I'm already asleep. I barely ever get to see Daddy. I don't get to see Daddy a lot. I wish he could come home early today. One of the Diet members came by earlier. There were mentions of demolishing the downtown district in order to redevelop, I think. The downtown district will cease to exist, won't it? If that happens, then we'll have to move. The cheap rent here allows us to earn a decent living. However, if I decide to tear this place down and replace it with luxurious high-rises, then we'll have no choice but to leave. Yeah, that is the thing, right? The door's shut tight, a voice can be heard inside. Alcohol is all I need. Nine valleys. You know, Mama's got some history with this one Jäger guy I've seen in here before. Old geezer looks like he can pack up a real mean punch. Hey, Redhead, you look like you know your way around a gun. You ever been in the military? Huh? Well, I did spend some time with the CGF, but the Guardian Force isn't officially classified as a military, so I wouldn't call myself a soldier. A tall redhead that looks like he's fought through some real battles. Can I help you with something? Nah, don't worry about it. Sorry to bug you, just give me a heads up if you need anything. Sure. What was that all about? Ah, these must be new types of quartz for the Enigma unit. Yeah, those other ones. Got some new stock of merchandise from the CGF. Damn, those new oddments aren't popular with customers at all. Almost feels like a waste of space to have them stocked. Wait, the CGF is selling them to you? Yeah, you find that crap anywhere you look. A whole lot of more corruption in their ranks than you'd like to believe. Looks like even the CGF has begun to fully embrace newer model augments. Not only what, but they're starting to utilize state-of-the-art quartz. They're still slowly being phased in, though. I'm so damn bored. We haven't been getting into any fights with the Vipers lately. I can't let this luck put a damper on my skills. I'd better practice shooting a slingshot for a little while. I've been practicing martial arts ever since I was a kid. I'm pretty confident in hand-to-hand combat too. As a practitioner of martial arts, I'm confident in hand-to-hand combat. I'm nowhere near as skilled as Vazi is, well. I was walking along East Street earlier when a woman called out to me. Turns out it was Azel's sister. She was wondering how he was doing. She's pretty worried about him since he was hospitalized. Come to think of it, I feel like she was glaring at me as I left. Probably just my imagination. Azel will need to return to the hospital for regular checkups for a while. Don't worry, we all plan to pitching in for the hospital bills. We all help one another in times of need. That's one of the things about the Testament that I've really come to respect. I can't find the right timing to apologize to my sister. I thought I'd be able to offer a bit of reassurance, since I've been worrying her. I guess I'll apologize to her after checkups say that I'm fully recovered. Azel must continue to visit the hospital for regular checkups. Such is necessary given his extended period of unconsciousness. We will look after Azel. It is futile to worry any further. Honestly, Azel, you should really talk to your sister. She's not only worried, but she's beginning to be pissed off. The CGF's hunting wolf-like monsters out in the mountains. I'm admittedly a little curious about our wolven friends. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a hunt, but just patrolling the area. Hey, where'd you find something like that out anyway? Looks like there's some truth in my words. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing a similar story in the church's testaments. The white wolf keeps vigil over this karmic land, for here is where the bell tolls, or something like that, I think. I don't really believe in it, though. Really? That's the same story the village chief told us. I wasn't expecting to hear that from you, of all people. It sounds like a story you'd hear in the Septian Church testaments. I don't really believe in it. I had 3 more repair jobs come through my door today. Dang, I really don't get enough help around here. It'd be nice if I still had an apprentice to help out. I could unequip that thing to upgrade it. Accuracy. Accuracy down is of course not that great. I like to carry this pack around to store any scrap I manage to find. The traders check out what I've picked up and end up buying some of it. And at the end of the day, the streets are cleaner. Now that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Some traders come by here every once in a blue moon to buy nails and other scrap metal from us. My old man's still drinking life away in his room. It's already known he's still at it. All he ever does is drink alcohol, what a loser. At least one is a dad. He's kind of a deadbeat though. You're still a total newbie. You gotta make sure you got all the rules down one by one. Listen up, first we gotta teach you a greeting. Whenever Walter and any of the other senior members come up to you, hit them with a sup. Got it? Sup. Hello. Don't hello me. We taught you how to greet us. Now put your back into it. Sup. Some chick moved into Lotus Heights all by herself. She must have a whole lot of screws loose if she thinks living alone here is a good idea. But her rag, sweet ideas don't even get me started. You see those jackasses from the government around here sometimes too. They say it's for a redevelopment survey. A bunch of dump asses. We send them packing real quick. Damn suits, they can piss off out of here and go straight to Gehenna. The downtown district is our turf, got it? We won't let your ego run loose here. And that goes double for the testaments. Yeah! Eyes on me! Get your eyes on me! I'm hungry like a beast, so you better flee! Koki was discharged from the hospital, and he's still going back there for regular checkups. Screw those guys. The Varsh must think they're hot shit. Those mobsters are so damn full of themselves. You guys hear some chick moved into Lotus Heights all by herself? Can you guys believe it? What kind of girl lives alone in the downtown district? I scoop her out real quick too. She looks dumb as hell. Bitch must be brain dead. Okay, but I think that was everything in the city. Yeah, next time we go then to the south exit and go to St. Ursula Medical. And jo. Until then, I am Ace and don't get lost.